Women online say they're the prize. Okay. Then why do they fall apart when a good man leaves? Why do they chase men who stop chasing them? Why do they monitor your life for months after you walk away? Let me show you the truth. Men are the prize, and I'm going to prove it. Now, look, I know this goes against everything you hear online. Women claim they're the standard. They say they're the catch. They post about how they don't need men. But watch what happens when a valuable man actually leaves. Watch how she reacts when you stop providing what you've always provided, because the truth shows up in the aftermath. And the truth is, she loses more than you do every single time. So let me break down exactly why men are the prize. Not because I'm trying to boost your ego, but because the evidence is overwhelming. And it's time you stopped letting her convince you otherwise. First, let's talk about what happens when you walk away, because this is where the truth reveals itself. She spirals. Maybe not immediately. Maybe she puts on a brave face for a few weeks, but then she falls apart. She claims she's fine. She posts about thriving, but behind the scenes, she's checking your social media. She's asking mutual friends about you. She's monitoring your life from a distance. And months later, sometimes even a year later, she reaches out, just checking in. Hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you. You know what that is? That's her realizing what she lost. That's her feeling the void you left. Because when you were there, you were the foundation. And now that you're gone, she's scrambling to replace what you provided, and she can't. You see, she struggles more when you leave. Financially, emotionally, logistically, the bills hit different when she's handling them alone. The decisions feel heavier when there's no one to consult. The nights feel longer when there's no stability to lean on. And all that independence she claimed to have, it evaporates fast when reality sets in. Reality is, she needed you more than she admitted. And the moment you're gone, she feels it. Hard. That's not theory. That's proof. Men are the prize. Now tell me, are you this man? Have you walked away and watched her scramble? Drop a comment and let me know, because I know a lot of you have lived this. Now let's talk about what you actually bring to the table, because this isn't aspirational. This is what men already do, what you've been doing, what she's been taking for granted. You provide financial stability. Even when she works, you're the anchor. You're the one who handles the big expenses, the emergencies, the long term planning. She might contribute, but you're the safety net. And when you leave, that safety net disappears and she feels it immediately. You provide emotional stability. When her emotions spiral, when she's stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, you're the rock. You calm her down, you ground her. You don't react to her chaos, you absorb it. And when you're gone, she has no one to stabilize her. So she spirals harder, longer, because you were the anchor she didn't even realize she needed. You provide problem solving. Something breaks, you fix it. A decision needs to be made, you handle it. A crisis hits, you step up. And she got used to that. She took it for granted. But when you leave, suddenly she's drowning in problems she doesn't know how to solve, because you were always the one solving them. You provide protection, physical, financial, emotional. She felt safe with you, safe to be vulnerable, safe to let her guard down, safe to exist without constantly worrying about threats. And when you leave, that safety disappears. And she realizes how much she relied on it. And you provide direction. Even when she claimed she didn't need it, you were leading. You were making decisions. You were steering the ship. And when you're gone, she's adrift. Because she wasn't leading, you were. And now there's no one at the helm. That's what men provide. That's what you've been providing. And that's why you're the prize. Not because you're perfect, but because you're the foundation she can't replace. Now, look, if you're realizing just how much value you bring, if you're seeing that you've been undervalued and underappreciated, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell because we validate men every single week. We remind you of your worth and we show you exactly why you're the prize. This is what we talk about in our newsletter, too, how to recognize your value and never let anyone convince you otherwise. The link's in the description. It's free, and it's built for men who refuse to be taken for granted. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Women claim to be the prize because it's insecurity masked as empowerment. Modern dating taught them to perform independence, to act like they don't need men, to convince themselves and you that they're the catch. But it's a cover up because deep down they know the truth. Watch what they do, not what they say. She says she doesn't need you, but when you leave, she's devastated. She says she's fine alone, but she's constantly looking for your replacement. She says she's the prize, but she's the one chasing men who won't chase her back. When a valuable man leaves, the mask drops. The "I don't need a man" narrative crumbles fast. Because she does need you, she needed your stability, your problem solving, your protection, your direction. And now that you're gone, she's scrambling. And that scrambling, that's the proof. Now, here's what's changing men are waking up. You're reviewing the deal. You're realizing you give more than you get. You're realizing that walking away is power. And women are scrambling because the game changed. For decades, women had the upper hand. They controlled access. They set the terms. They convinced men to chase, to prove themselves, to earn their approval. But now, men are walking away. You're choosing peace over drama. You're choosing yourself over exhausting relationships. And women don't know what to do with that because when you walk away, you take the prize with you. She's left scrambling to replace what you provided, and she can't. Because men like you, men who are stable, who solve problems, who lead, who protect, are rare. And she just let one walk away. So here's what I need you to understand. You are the prize, not because I'm trying to make you feel good, but because the evidence is overwhelming. When you leave, she scrambles. When you're present, you're the foundation. When you walk away, you take the stability, the safety, the direction with you. And she's left trying to replace what can't be replaced. Now, I'm not saying women have zero value. In an ideal relationship, it should be mutual. And good men will always overdeliver without minding. But because of modern dating, because women are becoming entitled, demanding, and disrespectful, men are reviewing everything. And you're realizing you have more to lose by staying than by leaving. And that's the shift. So stop letting her convince you otherwise. Stop internalizing her narrative. You are the prize. You always were. And any woman who didn't see that, she lost. Not you. If you want more reminders like this, if you want to be validated every week and shown exactly why you're the standard, hit that subscribe button one more time and check out our newsletter. We talk about recognizing your value, never settling, and living life on your terms. The link's in the description because you deserve to be reminded of your worth every single week. Stay grounded, stay selective, and never forget you're the prize. I'm Avery Scott, and I'll see you in the next one.